And Steph Curry and the Warriors rained threes on the Lakers for the first game of the Western Conference semifinals. ABC News sports anchor Chris Alvarez was in Sacramento for yesterday's win. So exciting, a big win. Joins me to look ahead to tomorrow's game. Okay, so first I feel like we have to talk about this because it's kind of fun to talk about it. You know, Steph Curry breaking a Game 7 NBA record with 50 points. Just incredible work by Steph. I mean, talk about that, and what do you think was behind that 50-point motivation?
Well, there's a lot of things that have been trending. I know we wanted to get it to a little bit later. We'll just talk about the speech he had, right? So Stephen Curry, we're seeing this trending in the article on The Athletic and some podcast comments Draymond Green made. So he gave a speech. He was texting with Dre and Klay late at night after Game 6. They lay an egg at Chase Center. Just terrible. Didn't show up. They lose the game. They have to play a Game 7. And basically those guys were messaging Steph and Steph and Draymond. And basically Steph said, let me deliver the message. Dre delivers a lot of messages. Steph is obviously a leader of this team, but he gave an impassioned speech about basically, if you're going to show up on the bus, you are making a commitment to this team that you want to be there and we're going to go for this. And coming from Steph, he is the ultimate leader. And Dre, they're different types of leaders, as we all know. And so for Steph to say that, Draymond said, I didn't know he was going to score 50, but I knew he was going to do something special, and he wasn't going to let us lose. And you saw that on the court last night.
And he pretty much said, trust me, you know.
Yeah.
I'll
trust
make it
me,
happen.
follow me. Let me lead the way. It was an unbelievable performance. And we've seen so many games over the years from Steph, and everyone has their own favorite Steph. And when that 43 in the Garden last year in Game 4 to shut Boston up and then change the momentum of that series was pretty special. But to do it in a Game 7, granted it was the first round, 50 points. No one ever in the history has ever done it. So it's pretty remarkable. Pretty
amazing. And, you know, Steph Curry also talked about, you know, the next game now, playing against LeBron. So let's hear a little bit of some of what he said about that.
You know, Bron really well. Played him a couple times, I think, since the trade, and they look extremely different. So I know they're playing good basketball, and it's weird, a 6-7 seed series. We get home court advantage, so we got to take advantage of that. But they're big, and we got to be able to have everybody, you know, locked in on our preparation over the next 48 hours. You know, from the first series we played him in Cleveland, 14-15 season to now. You know, we're blessed to be playing at this level still, and excited about a new chapter. Two teams trying to, you know, keep your season alive and chase the championship, and that's what it's all about.
And at the end of that question, I actually had the chance to ask Steph, and basically I proposed to him. I said, you love the history of the game. You understand the history of the game. What does it mean to still be in this moment? You're taking on LeBron basically a decade later. And granted, he's taken on all these guys, but the Lakers, the Warriors have never played the Lakers in the playoffs in this run in the Steph Curry era. We know the rivalry they have with the Lakers. We know the rivalry personally between Steph, Klay, Dre, and LeBron. All those finals they played against the Cavs. So an interesting set of comments. And you see LeBron James aging like a fine wine down there in L.A. And the Lakers, they are a good team. They've obviously changed. They made some huge moves at the trade deadline to get better. And they're one of the hottest teams in the league, and they came up from now. They're the 7th seed. It's interesting because of the play-in tournament, the way it worked out, the Lakers are actually the 7th seed. The Warriors have home court advantage, and we know they've been so good at home this year. It'll be interesting to see how much the Lakers won Friday night. So they have a couple extra days of rest. Warriors coming in off the high of winning Game 7. So hopefully the Warriors can get back on track. It's a new series, a new opponent. You know they're cramming, getting all their mental right, watching the film. It's going to be a great, electric atmosphere.
I can't wait to watch, you know, Curry and LeBron play. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
An interesting thing, too, Draymond said, because one of the reporters asked him, how do you guys still keep doing this after all these years? Everyone's trying to turn the page and find the next great superstar of the next team. And Draymond said, hey, don't turn the page on us quite yet, because you might look back in a couple years and I wish I had that. Respect what you have now. Appreciate the greatness. And I thought that was a pretty poignant comment, because you look for the next thing. You're always looking in the future. You miss what's happening now. And what's happening now between the Warriors and LeBron and just the way where the NBA is, let's not take these moments for granted.
Well, let's talk about Looney, too. Who also had another great game. I mean, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, he's been so good as a basketball player, especially this series. 3 games with 20-plus rebounds. They're not in this series without Kevon Looney. He does all the dirty work. Steph, and a lot of the guys get the scoring and the highlights, but Kevon Looney is such an underrated player, and now he's finally getting his praise, I guess, nationally. But Kevon, you know, his career started out, he had 2 hip surgeries. It was even questionable even if he would be on this team. They didn't pick up his contract originally. So Kevon Looney is a story of perseverance. He works so hard, and he's got this new thing called yoga. It's a different type of yoga he does. He's transformed his body.
Oh, wow.
He's an invaluable member of this team, and everyone loves him. And I love hearing the Lou, and I like to say it to him when I'm talking to him.
That's how you address him.
Yeah, I say, hey,
go
Lou.
up to him
and
to
I
do
actually
the
asked him
interview.
yesterday. Yeah, I did the interview. I said, "You getting taller?" He laughed. I'm not sure. He's very tall. He's like 7 foot, close to 7 foot.
Maybe you're getting shorter.
Get my mic up there. I'm not getting shorter.
You're not?
No.
Okay. I heard that Klay Thompson, who's a Southern California native, his dad is an announcer for the Lakers.
He was a championship player on the team back in the 80s, so Klay grew up going to games in LA, and he loves it. So, yeah. Actually, Klay had something to say about it, right?
Let's listen to it.
Let's listen to Klay.
Who's Pops rooting for?
I don't know. I really don't know. If I had to guess, probably his employer, but I'm just excited. I have so many great memories with him. Watching the Lakers, watching Kobe, watching Shaq and Pau and the rest of the gang. So I'm just really excited to stick it to the team or at least try to stick to the team that, you know, I grew up rooting for.